Welcome to the Sunday night broadcast. There's going to be a slight change in schedule. I've put up a notice on Patreon already, but Discord this week is going to be Tuesday night. I said Monday on Wednesday, but it's not. It's going to be Tuesday night, usual time. And then I won't be here next weekend. Hi, Phyllis, because I'm going to be in New York. And so there won't be a broadcast on that Sunday, but on the Friday, I'm going to do a hangout like I sometimes do to make up for the missing Sunday. And I will put a link to that and an invite to the hangout just before I start, like half an hour or something. What else? So I am going to be in New York this weekend. And the next thing I have coming up is in May in Spain. And there are only one or two places left now. Because it's going to be quite small. So I'm keeping it, there is a stop on how many people can come. And that's all I got planned, I think, so far. I might try and get to Brighton in the summer, maybe. I don't know, and maybe 6 of us. I think I'm going to put a stop at 8 because it's going to be in my house. Like a tiny house. And I like it when it's small anyway, because it's just better. I don't like it. I don't want it to be like one of those meetings, where it's recorded. Yes, Jim, there's Spain times. They're always Spain times. Yeah, I like it small. It's just more intimate and more involved, and there's no recording going on and any of that stuff. I really like it like that. Okay, I think that's all for now. Right. It's great, isn't it, how we can't seem to get enough of talking about actually what's going on. Just what's going on. That's what we're talking about. That's what's being spoken about. Just this. And we can't seem to get enough of it. And yet at the same time, there seems to be a looking for it. And that is what's going on. There's nothing of any significance in this that means anything for anybody. Significance might arise, but is actually of no significance. So the whole story of meing and being, of glimpsing, of this, of that, of peace, of looking, of finding, is actually of no significance, because this never stays in the same form. You've probably noticed there's never any consistency to anything, that this just is always moving and changing, and yet is forever this. I was speaking to somebody the other day about the whole non-dual, what has almost become, what's the word I'm looking for? Not so much a dogma, but more like a language. A language, but there was probably a time before it was never even conceived that the me could drop away. And what was that then? It was just this, wasn't it? And yet it wasn't. There was a time apparently where this wasn't even the thing. Non-duality wasn't a thing. So it was always just this. So it doesn't really matter what appears in it. It's of no relevance. is either nothing of relevance or everything is relevant. Nothing is special or everything is special. These experiences that people get that think they have some special significance, but there's really not. There's no indication that it's more this than it was a moment ago, which never existed. There's no indication that someone is closer to this. One can't become closer to this. One can't become closer to the couch. So I can't even say there is no me, because there is an appearance of me. All I can say is there's no separation. So there's no me and there's no me. None of it has any significance. Feeling like a person is not anyone feeling like a person. It's just life appearing as it is. It's an amazing, for want of a better word, intelligence that all this can appear in such forms as floor and feelings and thoughts and air and light. And none of that is separate. How can anything be separate? It's only the concept of separate. The concept which becomes a feeling that that's true, that the concept is true. Therefore, it becomes a belief which becomes a kind of a reality. And I know that there appears to be this identification with being a person. And that's neither wrong nor right. It just is as it is. It's actually free of any constraints. That appearance is not on a journey to falling away. Nothing is on a journey to anywhere. This is not on a journey to anywhere. It never has been. It never will be. It can't be said what this is. It's not like some sudden knowledge of anything. There's actually nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing is happening in terms of going anywhere or achieving anything or going anywhere in terms of anything being undone or any dissolving or any of that stuff. You could say that if that is an appearance, then it's just as much significant as the body getting older. The appearances just change. But it has no more significance than that. And yet questions arise, and concepts arise, and responses arise. And then we engage in this beautiful conversation, this discussion, this discussing this. Only apparently happening. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. I used to think I knew. It just is. It just is. Is it apparent? Is it? Can you really say with certainty it's apparent? Can you say with certainty that it's certain that this is happening? I mean, really, it just bottoms out everything. Is it apparent? Is it not apparent? How would anybody know that? I love it that you don't know. Yeah, how could I know? How could I know that? How could anybody know that this is apparent? How could anybody know where the hell this is, or where it's coming from, or what is happening here? I love it that I don't know as well. That is like absolutely wonderful. It's just so exciting. I just find all this so exciting, so alive. When we box it into like things, then it kind of dies, it becomes contracted again. This absolutely borderless whatever becomes contracted into a set of um, concepts again. Yeah, no one to know anything. I don't even know about that. No one to know anything. I don't know. I find that I'm starting to find those sort of sentences, like I say them as well. I'm starting to find them kind of dead. I don't know if anybody kind of feels that, what I'm saying. That those sentences are they've been used so much, they kind of leave me a bit flatlined now. Well, there is no me to be no me. Boo! Donnie, would you say everything just appears to be separate? Just appears to be separate. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it can appear that way. There can be those thoughts. There can be that there would be the feeling that, well, they are separate, aren't they? There's a heater, which hasn't been turned on since I got back. There's a plant. There's a chair. There's a computer. Those are separate things in the room, but they're not separate. They just appear to be separate. Yeah. They just are. They just are. What else can I say? Stephen, your excitement is very contagious, is it? Oh, thanks. Donnie, there is a sense that I'm a long way away in New Zealand, but is that true? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I don't know how this operates. Does anybody really know? Lee. Yeah, your message is fresh. Donnie lol, I don't know either. No, nobody knows. Apparently there's a motorbike outside. I've opened the door. Probably is. Who knows how that all holds together? That's a mystery. I love your extremism. I think I just get kind of tired of things. I don't know. It's like when something starts to become tied down in some way, it just sort of bugs me. It's just like, oh God, really? Because there's nothing tied down, is there? There's nothing set here. As soon as like something gets set, it's just no more jargon. It's want to exterminate. Yeah. Jim, I was listening to the sound of the crowd conversations, like murmuring in the break at Tony's talk yesterday. It reminded me of the sounds of the cicadas in the background at your place the other week. I bet those cicadas are talking more profound shit, man. Yeah, I wonder if the cicadas are going, as they're airing their armpits, or saying, "Has your me fallen away yet?" No, it's nearly there though. Had a glimpse last week. Oh well, Jim, the cicadas should be out by the time you're here. Stephen, it seems to be less about know me than about no understanding. Knowing falls away. Yeah, you see, as soon as you get into that knowing falls away thing, you're back into seeking. You're back into thinking that something's falling away. I am saying the absolute opposite. The absolute opposite to that. I think. Jim, neurotic cicadas talking about their me is hilarious. Yeah. And yeah, no, pinning you down. Oh, yeah. I'm bringing earplugs. You don't like them, do you? I love them. They sing me to sleep. They air their armpits and send me to sleep. And that's this too. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But it's funny though, isn't it? Is your me falling away yet? See how like constricted that idea is? How utterly turgid that has become. You see, this is just this is blowing itself up every not even in every split second. It's continually blowing itself up into this. It's just like there's nothing concrete here. It's me falling away idea. It's a concrete idea. And then becomes set as a concept and then becomes obsessive. And this is not talking about the falling away of a me. This is saying that all there is this. That's basically it. All there is what is happening. Every single part of it, every question about that, every wonder about that, every bit of pondering about that, every bit of frustration about that is what is happening. And I don't know whether it is happening or it's not happening or it's apparently happening or it's not apparently happening. I don't know, because who could know that? How could the mind know that? That's impossible. It's actually really simple and really obvious. It's amazing that I sit here week in, week out, talking about the absolutely obvious, most obvious and simple thing. And I love that though, because the most obvious and simple thing is also the most mind-blowingly ridiculous, crazy, wonderful thing. It's not tied down by concepts and dogmas and constrictions and contracted beliefs and ideas. What I'm talking about is blown wide open because it's borderless and has no rules. That's why I think it's so beautiful. And that's why there is this sense of like trudging on with the whole non-duality kind of dogma. It feels trudgy because it's locked into a set of ideals. That's why it feels so constricting. And the most obvious and most simple thing, which is this, which already is absolutely borderless and anarchy. It's anarchy. It just blows everything up. Just blows all those constricted beliefs out of the water. But it's frustrating because the mind and everything is so locked into dogma and rules, it can't find it because it's looking in those parameters. That's why it can't find it, because there's no parameters here.